Early morning in Blue Mountains National Park, Australia, the honey sunlight penetrates the thin mist on the eucalyptus hills, creating a majestic and peaceful natural picture. The rangers in the specialized pickup truck, the wheels crush the layer of wet leaves, leaving traces to guide the way on the winding trail through the forest. When the convoy stopped near the Jameson Valley area, Emma got out, holding a headlamp in her hand, and both of them listened silently to the sounds of the forest. Suddenly, a miserable cry rang out from a ravine, echoing through the treetops, startling both of them. Emma took out her binoculars, pointed the lens towards the cry, and discovered a baby koala hanging from a low eucalyptus branch, one front leg stuck in a thick vine. The koala's fur was soaked with sap and dirt, its eyes filled with fear because it was stuck and unable to move. Lucas slowly put the tool bag on the ground while pressing his ear to the walkie-talkie to stay in contact with the control center, ready to call for more support if needed. Emma whispered softly to reassure him, "Calm down, little one. We're here," and then approached the koala step by step so as not to panic him further. Lucas picked up the disposable saw blade from his bag, gently bending the blade to cut the vine around the koala's knee joint, while Emma stroked its neck to keep it from struggling. In a split second, the blade severed the vine. The koala trembled and lowered its center of gravity, its eyes half closed from both fatigue and pain. Lucas bent down, using cotton and antiseptic solution to clean the open wound, while Emma prepared a bandage to immobilize the koala's knee joint to prevent further injury. He injected a low dose of antibiotics to prevent infection and also put in some painkillers to make the koala more comfortable. Emma gently lifted the koala onto her shoulder, hugged it close to her chest, and whispered, "Lucas, help me put it in a quiet cage." They returned to the Wollemi Conservation Center, where the care cage was made of wood and bamboo blinds, covered with fresh eucalyptus leaves to create a familiar environment. The baby koala was placed in a pile of soft leaves, its eyes dim as if it was slowly falling asleep after first aid. Lucas meticulously recorded the koala's wound condition and initial behavior, while Emma turned on a gentle fan to circulate the air, avoiding mold. On the second dawn, the koala was awake, eyes sparkling, sleepy, but showing signs of moving its front legs to check its reflexes. Emma measured its body temperature and recorded a stable heart rate, extremely happy that the koala showed no signs of infection. Lucas prepared more fresh eucalyptus leaves to put in the cage, encouraging the koala to eat on its own, supporting the digestive system to function normally. On the third day, the koala began to move slightly, climbing up a low branch in the cage, which excited both of them. Emma observed and recorded every action, serving the purpose of monitoring recovery and raising awareness. Lucas checked the bandage and changed it, ensuring the wound was always clean and dry. Meanwhile, Emma contacted the medical team at the center to discuss the plan to remove the bandage and assess the possibility of releasing the koala back into the forest. On the fifth day, the koala was able to climb higher and eat eucalyptus leaves by itself, showing a clear sign of recovery. Emma excitedly recorded the moment the koala held and chewed the leaves, a bright smile on her face. Lucas suggested preparing a reconnaissance trip to the release site, choosing an area of eucalyptus forest deep inside the Jameson Valley to ensure a safe environment. They used GPS maps and tracking apps to mark the location and also informed the nearby ranger team in charge. Saturday, the weather was clear, no rain, suitable for wildlife release activities. Both people prepared the cage and protective gear. Emma gently held the koala, put it on the car, wiped some dry sap on its fur to make it feel more comfortable before moving. Lucas checked the medicine bottle and medical equipment one last time, ready to respond in case of emergency. The car rolled along the trail covered with red maple leaves, the sound of the engine echoing through the valley. When they reached the release point, they stopped next to a large eucalyptus tree. The ground was dry and there were many branches for the koala to climb. Emma opened the cage door, gently untied the rope, letting the koala step out of the cage. The koala shakily put all four paws on the ground, sniffing the pristine forest air, as if remembering the familiar scent. It slowly climbed up the low branch, its eyes looking up at Emma and Lucas as if silently thanking them. Emma raised her hand to wave, a loving smile appearing on her lips, while Lucas nodded in success. At that moment, the sun shone more clearly, illuminating the koala's gray-white fur, creating a dreamlike scene. Emma and Lucas stood far away so as not to scare it, quietly observing each step the koala took to climb. After the koala disappeared into the eucalyptus foliage, they breathed a sigh of relief, their eyes filled with happiness that the mission had been successful. Lucas recorded the release coordinates for the central file and sent photos and videos back to the main office for progress updates. Emma turned on the walkie-talkie to inform the rangers that the koala had safely returned to the wild. They walked down the hill, leaving behind the soft rustling of leaves and the chirping of birds greeting the dawn. On the way back, Emma reflected on the conservation of the ecosystem and the importance of each individual wild animal. Lucas shared with Emma that he had always believed in a gentle, respectful approach to nature, and today he had been proven right again. Emma said that even a small individual like a baby koala was of immense value to the ecological balance. Lucas nodded, agreeing that saving an animal was saving a part of the forest's soul. They continued driving along the winding road, flanked by moss-covered limestone walls and endless eucalyptus trees. The afternoon sunlight began to shine brighter, illuminating the valley, making the scenery more vivid. Emma turned on soft music from the car radio. The melodious melody seemed to blend with the bird song, creating a natural symphony. Lucas smiled, telling Emma that he would keep today's memories as a valuable lesson in his conservation career. Emma replied that each successful rescue gave her more motivation to continue her journey to protect wildlife. When the car returned to the center, the two got out of the car, discussed the situation with their colleagues, and shared their experiences in handling the situation. Their colleagues congratulated them on their success, emphasizing that the safe release gave the koala a chance to survive long-term. Lucas and Emma checked the medical equipment together, making sure everything was in good condition to prepare for the next rescue. Emma reminded that next week they will continue to monitor the health of other koalas in the area. Lucas promised to join in and prepare the kit quickly so as not to miss the opportunity to help more individuals in need. The two left the center as night fell, leaving behind the image of the quiet forest under the dim moonlight. They knew that tomorrow would be full of challenges, but with their love of nature and dedication, they were always ready to go on the rescue. And so, the story of Emma Collins and Dr. Lucas Turner in the Blue Mountains continues, writing new chapters in the legend of wildlife conservation. We sincerely thank all of you for your interest and support around the world. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video to help us spread the message of wildlife conservation.